Hey everybody, so today I'm talking about fame and notoriety and my thoughts on it. Yesterday I was on my laptop working on my YouTube channel, not this channel, one I'm doing for work, and my daughter's like, you're famous, you're gonna be famous. And I've never brought up the fame word to her. And I called my parents. I'm a little annoyed. Someone brought up the word famous to her and kind of used it in a positive term. And I was like, what? No. And then she's like, Dad, what does famous mean? And I just told her off the top of my head, I was like, famous is when a lot of people think they know who you are and you don't know any of them. That's what famous is. And some people are more famous. Some people have millions of people who know who they are and you don't know who they are. Me, I've always had more people know who I am than I know who they are. So I've always had a little level of fame just because I'm a character. I'm a little different. I'm a little eccentric. And I've always had somewhat level of people knowing who I am, knowing my name, and me not knowing anything about them or who they are. And I don't like it. I don't like it. When I was in high school, 2008, I started a YouTube channel. I was making funny videos. And getting fame and attention for me is somewhat easy. It's pretty easy for me. And I stopped making the videos and I stopped chasing attention and fame on the internet. You know what, is that 17 years ago? Because I didn't want it. I don't want it. But, you know, life happens, you get old, you spend your life just fixing bikes in a van, and you've got kids, and I'm like, okay, I guess the character Greg is gonna come out for the internet, and it's not this channel, but now I'm chasing fame. I'm chasing the ability for people to know who I am, people who know me and I don't know them. And you know, the more views I get on my YouTube channel, the more times it's happening when I go out in public. People meet me, they think they know me because I'm the loud, obnoxious guy in a van ranting about stuff, and they don't know me. They're entertained by me. They think that they know me. They know me to some extent. They know me better from watching me on the internet than if they didn't watch me at all. Like, they have some idea of my character and my personality, but they don't have like a real understanding. But yeah, I just think a lot of people seem to think fame and the ability for people to know you without you knowing them as like something desirable. And like for me, the only reason it's desirable is like I want to provide for my family. Like, yeah, I'm entertaining to others. And this might sound cocky. Yeah, I'm entertaining to others. I can record a video, be loud, obnoxious. People will think it's entertaining and they'll watch it. But I'm always entertaining myself. Like, I'm always entertained by myself. Does this make sense? So like, I don't need the attention from others. It's just, yeah, I'm entertaining. I entertain myself. I'm 36 years old. I've been entertaining myself for 36 years. I've been laughing at myself, having fun. And personally, I think it's somewhat of a failure on my part to never develop skills outside of entertaining myself and just doing trade type labor for money. So yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. I'm hoping it continues to get bigger and bigger so that I can provide for my family. But yeah, I'll be honest, my desire for fame, I don't think fame is a good thing. It's like, if your job was to sell cars or sell houses, would you think you were doing a moral good selling all these cars? No, it's like people want to buy cars, I'm going to sell them cars. And It's not evil, it's not, but it's just, you're just a car salesman. So I kind of think of my acting like any other job. Does this make sense? I don't know. But yeah, so a lot of people out there, they want fame, they want notoriety, and I've kind of known I could get it, and I've kind of pushed back on it. And, you know, this past year, I'm just like, I watched Field of Dreams, kind of a weird movie, but it's like, I'm just gonna have to build the baseball field and see who comes, see who watches. Hopefully I can provide a living for my family doing it. But yeah, people telling someone or some TV show or someone at church or something brought up the word famous to my daughter as a positive. And I can't go back from that. It's kind of frustrating. Like, I feel like I didn't want my daughter to know at 5 years old what fame was. And I had to explain it to her, and I'm a little annoyed with that. So if you've got kids and you're saying you're gonna be a star, you're gonna be famous, don't put that on them. Don't put that curse on them. It's not, I mean, if you want that as a career choice, like, go ahead, be famous, but it's not like a desirable thing. I think a lot of people think it's desirable, but it's desirable and to the extent that you want to provide for your family and you want to, at least for me, that's how I'm justifying chasing fame on YouTube. But yeah, too many people are trying to chase fame. And the thing is having an entertaining personality, yeah, it's entertaining, but like, it doesn't mean I'm like a better person. In fact, it kind of means I'm a little stupid. Like, why couldn't I just focus in school and become a lawyer and do like a real job? Like, that's what I think of myself. I don't know. I'm just kind of slow ranting here about fame and everyone's obsession with it nowadays. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, I think. I looked up the stats on my YouTube channel that I'm doing to try to get some wealth from, you know. I've made like $1,000 off of it, but I crunched the numbers, and every minute I'm alive, depending on the month, there's either 5 to 15 people watching me on the internet. And I'm like, I kind of feel bad because they're wasting their time. But to justify it to myself, I'm like, what else would they be watching? At least I don't have any ill intent towards these people wasting their time watching me. I want them to be happy and get what they need in life, and I'm not trying to make them angry. So that's better than most people making content. So I don't know. It's like fame. It seems like so many people want it. They'll just casually tell a 5-year-old that they're gonna be famous or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want my daughter to be famous. Like, yeah, I want her to be known in her community. I want her to have a nice life. I want her to have a nice husband and raise kids. Why would you want fame? You realize, like, all the famous people you know, I'm pretty sure most of them, unless they're completely mentally ill, they would rather no one know who they are. Like, so like the world, the general public seems to think famous people are the highest level of society. And they're like down here. Like, no, there's the people you don't know their names, the people who have millions of dollars, they have generational wealth, their kids, you don't know who they are. They're out living in Sun Valley, Idaho, or wherever. They've got 5 homes throughout the world, and they're just chilling. They're just living their life in luxury. That's where people should probably want to go if they really want to accumulate wealth. Fame is like what poor people do to make a living, and sometimes that fame makes them super wealthy, but they're still cursed with the fame. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm cursed with the fame, but you know, it's a job's a job, so I don't know. Should I post this video? Is this entertaining to anyone? I just thought maybe you should think about fame a little differently and not tell children who have talent that they're going to be famous. Maybe if the child has talent to sing and be approachable, you tell them, you're a great girl and you've got a good light about you. Not, you're going to be famous, you're going to be a star, kid. Like, you're basically just cursing my kid with that. I feel like you might as well just said a cuss word at her, in my opinion. But yeah, fame. That's my thoughts. Have a good day, everybody.